Hello everyone and welcome to our Module 3. This week as we begin November, we're going to really dive into looking at research questions, how to create research questions and research plans. And again, no matter what subject area you teach or what other area you're in, these are great skills to refresh ourselves, and then we can apply those with our own students. So this will be a fun week, especially in terms of new literacies. So here is I'm going to ask you to read the articles in the Week 3 folder on research questions and research plans. Okay, so I'll get back to that in a moment, okay? But here's our initial post. There's like two parts to it. You're going to draft and share your inquiry question and sub-questions with the class. So really now I know you've started to dabble in thinking about what topics you might want to explore for this particular course. You might have some general questions you were already thinking about in previous posts and assignments. Now really drafting some great questions and some sub-questions, and really make those come alive for us. And then part 2 is really your reaction to the reading. So this week we're going to look at the new literacies, and also it's tied to the Common Core. So what is your overall reaction to the KISS piece on new literacies in the Common Core? And how did this article relate to your own particular teaching situation? And what role should technology play in the Common Core? I think it's a really important question, because we always do a lot of Common Core aspects now, certainly in the subject areas, ELA, math, science, and social studies, certainly. But where did the technology piece fit in? And again, I'm going to ask you to maybe quickly compare and contrast the Common Core learning standards. You don't have to do all of them. Certainly focus on those that relate to your own area with the EDT standards to help you answer this question. I already posted those for you as well, okay? So here we go. So we're going to post to the Module 3 discussion. All right, so let's go into Schoology and see where we're at. So there's our Module 3 folder. Open that up. There's the action sheet. And let's look at the materials this week. All right. So here are some great links to the Common Core standards and a great link to the EDT standards. So that's really the second part of your post. Here is the KISS piece, all right, on the new literacies in the Common Core. Great smaller article to kind of really dive into this. And then I posted this larger book. Again, I'm not asking you to read the whole book, but again, if you're really looking for topics and ideas, there even looks for the table of contents for new literacy sampler. There's some great stuff there, okay? And now these are some really neat chapters on crafting research questions and research plans. This will help you in that process, okay? I also posted here some Noodle Tools webcasts that I made now a while ago, and for a while I've been safe because Noodle Tools really didn't change its user interface for a long time, and now it just did. So I apologize if some of these look a little bit different from the way Noodle Tools actually looks, but the ideas are still the same. All right. So with that said and done, sorry, I just had some students waving in the door. So with that said and done, I would like you guys to still use Noodle Tools as you create your project. So this is some refreshing links to help you, create note cards, create bibliography for your project. But we'll get to this more later. All right. So there's the materials for the week. All right. So now let's get back into this. And here's our Module 3 discussion post. That's where you're going to post your ideas. All right. And then let's get back to the action sheet. So part of our deliverables this week is kind of fun. I'm going to introduce you to a new tool called Lucidchart. It's a great graphic organizing tool. And what's great about Lucidchart is that it's really friendly to teachers, and they offer free upgrades to teachers. So when you create your account, I encourage you to use your own school credentials, email, so forth, to create your account. And then when you go to the education page, it's right here. You can just fill out a form, and they'll give you a free education account, which has tons of capabilities. You can tell them how many accounts you want to create for your own students, which is awesome. And you can I've asked for 130 accounts. Totally awesome. Fully integrated with Google Drive. Great tool. I use it a lot with my own students. Okay, so you're going to actually take this tool, and you're going to then create a graphic organizer where you pretty much lay out your research plan and your questions. So do it in a creative way, new literacy sort of way with a graphic organizer to really make your plan come alive to us visually. So real quickly, here is you create Lucidchart. This is where all your documents are kept. And I use this a lot. I just used this a couple weeks ago, and I created this. But I also have my students create graphic organizers here, and they can do them on a Chromebook. There's a great iOS app. There's no Android app yet, but it works great within the Chrome browser. This is a graphic organizer that I created. I teach a course on American military history, so we have models and theories that we sort of look at. These are all major historical works in military history, and then we talk about different models, talk about the principles of war, We use the Army leadership model, and then I kind of put it all together. And it's really kind of a neat sort of tool. And you can actually present these graphic organizers as well. You press present, and it goes in full screen mode. And then you can kind of like, go around the graphic organizer, use your plus buttons and your up keys to sort of zoom in on different areas, and then you can sort of move it around. So it's really kind of a neat tool. You can embed links. So I click on this link, it brings them to a Google Doc, which is a template that they can fill out. And I use that, make a copy. I don't know if you guys know this, but side note, at the end of a Google Doc, I went here in the search bar here, and this is usually edit. If you backspace it to the backslash, the forward slash, and put in copy, it forces to make a copy in your own Google Drive. So then they'll have this in their Google Drive. So it's a nice little tip if you didn't know that already. So it's a great tool. You can also embed videos and documents in a diagram. Let me get out of this. And you could put videos in here. You could do put just a chat and comment just like a Google Doc does. You got some tools here on the side for shapes and ideas. So you could put in images and import files. Brianna, make it like a hot link. You can really go to town with this. It's a great tool, easy to use, fairly easy learning curve. So have some fun with this. All right. So back to the action sheet. We have another discussion post to add this to, Module 3, Research Organizer, and then reply to other people's posts, certainly by the end of the week, and also go into Module 4. Please look at their graphic organizers as well, okay? All right, folks, great. Hope that made sense to you, and hope this is a great week for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.